we are getting closer and closer. There's literally 3 days now until we find out what Doom Eternal is actually going to be. So that means let's turn this countdown to more of a focus on Doom Eternal itself over just Doom in general. So these last few videos I'll be talking about actually just Doom Eternal alone. And I thought I've mentioned something I've not really talked about as a whole in this video, and that is actually what I think the story is going to follow in Doom Eternal. There's been many people comment on my channel on what they think is going to be, and I have briefly gone over this in different videos along the way, but no standalone video have I just talked about really what I think is going to happen in the story. And that's because I don't have a clue, but honestly, even for predictions, I'm not 100% sure on what to say. But of course, as we know, at the end of Doom 2016, Samuel Hayden looks like he threw us back into hell, so we're back in hell. Does this mean that Doom Eternal will start in hell? I believe it does. So I reckon we're probably going to start in a hellish environment, or maybe Doom Guy actually got transported to Earth in the last game, and Earth had already been overtaken, and maybe Samuel Hayden knew this, that's why he teleported him there. But I've got a feeling we go back to hell, and then in hell we might play a level or two as we try and escape hell, of course. And then when we escape hell, we find obviously some kind of portal which doesn't take us back to Mars. It actually takes us to Earth. And then this is when we find out what Earth's state is actually in, because as you can tell, Earth is pretty destroyed. And the demons have obviously been there for quite some time. So Samuel Hayden might actually know this in some sort of way. I don't know. We might learn his true origins in this game, because he might not obviously be who or what he says he is. Maybe he knew Earth's been taken over all this time, and whatever he's trying to do is actually control the demons and not actually control the Argent energy. Maybe he wants actually to control hell itself or something like that. Maybe, as I said, maybe this is where this story is going to go. I mean, I'm very certain that Samuel Hayden is going to be in this game, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be one of the main bad guys of the game. Yeah, I don't know if he'll be the final boss. I still predict the Icon of Sin will be the final boss. It just feels right. That's why I can't wait to see what he's going to look like. That's how certain I am he's going to be in it, because they just can't leave him out if they're going to do a Doom 2. They've got to have the Icon of Sin. He's the most famous enemy pretty much ever for being ahead of the wall in the Doom series. He's one of the most famous ones out there, the ones that stick out the most. So he's got to be in it. So yeah, that's what I think the final boss would be. But that doesn't mean I don't think Samuel Hayden is going to be somehow corrupted by hell, or at least I said trying to control hell with the crucible or whatever demonic artifacts he has, because we don't know. This guy might actually have, or it might be after some kind of other artifact in this new Doom, because that's what our games have been. Like Doom 3 was the same, Doom 2016 was the same. We were after different artifacts from hell, like the crucible, the soul cube as well. Maybe the soul cube would make an appearance actually in Doom 2016, maybe just as a reference. I mean, in Doom Eternal, maybe just as a reference, or maybe actually as, you never know, some kind of power up or artifact that could stop hell or even control hell. I said that's what I kind of think we might see. I think they hinted before. They said that we're going to go to different places, because they said locations like Earth, and they would have mentioned hell if that was the case, because we've been to hell in every Doom game ever, so we know about that. I honestly think they're hinting more planets and more locations. So the moon bases are up there with my predictions. I honestly think that we could easily go back to Phobos or Deimos. You never know. There might be some other storyline that comes into this hell situation. Maybe there was actually a secret invasion before and it took place around here. I don't know. It's possible, because I don't know what they mean by locations like Earth. We might even be somewhere completely different that we've never been before, and that kind of does tell me that Earth is not going to be the only place we go to. But I'm 99% sure Earth is going to be the main focus. So what they might even do is hopefully something like they did in kind of Doom 2, but where that is like the start of the game is kind of normal levels, but as levels go on, you can see that Earth is changing practically into hell. As we saw in the teaser trailer, looks like Earth is actually being sucked up, so maybe Earth is being transported to hell, or maybe, like I said, that's just the transformation of hell actually coming through to Earth. We don't know which way it is or what they're going to do, but I'm pretty sure hell is literally going to come through the portals to Earth, and we're going to see by the end of the game pretty much Earth is going to look like hell. See, that's basically my only predictions I've got. They're pretty brief. I do think by the end of the game, I don't know how it's going to end. I mean, I probably think this might be the final Doom game we're going to get. Unfortunately, I don't know where the storyline will go after here. I mean, there's possibilities. I mean, of course, I don't know if humans are actually going to survive this. Maybe this would be the extinction of humans. Will there actually be any other humans we interact with? Now, I made a video about this. I'm sure there will be. And it wouldn't surprise me if they go for something like they did in Doom 2, where there was like a secret base, like a space base, where there was still a load of survivors, and of course the Doom guy in the original levels 1 to 11, you had to help them actually escape Earth. I still think something like that might happen, so maybe humankind will survive, and I'm sure Doom guy's going to get someone to help him out, because it just seems right, instead of everyone going against him. Normally there's that one person that we had in Doom 2016 and Doom 3 that helps him out along the way at some parts, or tells him what needs to happen. So they might not always be like helpful or something like that, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be someone telling Doom guy what the hell he needs to do. But you never know. Doom guy don't really listen to anybody in the new game, so he might just go on his own way anyway, killing every demon in sight and looking for the source of the problems. So that's pretty much it for the video. I'd like to know what you guys think the story is going to be like. So I kept this brief because these are just certain things I'm going to think will happen in the story. They're very likely. Like I said, obviously we know it's going to be Earth, but they've been hinting other locations, so maybe the only ones that stick out to me are the moon bases, and I'm certain that Samuel Hayden's going to show up at some point. If he doesn't, it'd be pretty weird, because what would have happened to him? Did he just disappear? Did he die or something? He's got to be in it. There's no ifs and no buts. He will be in it. And hopefully the Icon of Sin. That one is the one out of all of them I'm not sure about, but at the same time I'm pretty highly sure. I don't know, if maybe like 90%, like 99, something like that. I'm really sure that it should be in the game. Not certain. There is chances that he won't make an appearance, but it would not be a Doom 2 complete without the Icon of Sin. It just would not be a complete Doom 2 remake or reboot. You just need the Icon of Sin, because I'm just really curious to see how it'd actually look, because there was a Doom 3 mod where you could see him moving around, but it was still like a head on a wall. I want to see how the Icon walks, how tall this guy is, how he like actually attacks. Obviously Demon Spits, that's the nickname, Demon Spitter, but does he do any other attacks? Because if this guy's going to be huge, if this guy can make like the ground shake or something, he's got to have some sort of other attack as well. He's like the big demon lord. I don't know if he'll actually be the Lord of Hell. You never know. We might actually see another Doom game after this. It'd be cool, but this is definitely the Doom game that I'd be looking forward to the most anyway, because we've not seen an Earth Doom based game in a very long time. Only Doom 2's ever done it. And ever since then, it's just been Mars and Mars actually. So finally we get a new location to explore, and I'm really hoping it's going to be perfect. So yeah, let me know what you think is going to happen in the story down below, and we are getting so close to finding out more. It's actually crazy. I cannot wait. 3 days to go. Wow. So anyway, goodbye.